All right, welcome back to another Yarn Hot update. I want to start out the video before we get into showing all the progress that we've done today. I want to give a shout out to My Flippin' Life on YouTube. A bunch of the things that you're about to see are, I guess, ideas that I've gotten from watching his channel. So I want to give a thank you and a shout out to him, and also Brick Thunder. If you guys have not checked out either of those channels, definitely look into those. They are amazing setups, amazing displays, and a bunch of my things that I've done on my hunt have been ideas I've gotten from them. So again, thank you to those people and those channels, and let's get into the update. All right, so this is the new improved version of the yard hunt in this front area of the house. The last video I did, I said I was not going to change anything, and then here we are, and I changed everything. So we got more fence, way more fence. It's very long, all the way down here, and then it goes all the way up and around to over here. I moved a couple lights around. I moved some gravestones around, and I also got some candles, and that is one of the ideas I got from My Flippin' Life channel. So thank you for that idea. That was amazing. It looks awesome. Put one there, got one on that gravestone, moved the skull. This guy is still in the same place, and then I moved a bunch of these gravestones back. And then I put a candle on this one with the gargoyle, and found this log in the back that gives it a nice like pedestal looking thing. So that's pretty cool. And then of course I got the red floodlight up on the house. And there is still a lot to happen in this front area. We have a bunch of stuff that we're going to be doing over in this area, and a bunch of stuff on the house. So this is really just the graveyard so far. Let's go over and check out the other side. All right, so this is where things really start to change. Just gonna give you a quick walk around. All right, to start off over here, we got, well, first of all the gravestones out over here. So these are all the concrete gravestones that I've built all the way down. There are 9 or 10? Yeah, 10 of them out here right now. I have 3 more to make. And then if we jump back here, that is the Empty Soul Girl from Spirit Halloween a couple years ago. I think they still sell it actually, but I got it a couple years ago. And we built this swing for it, or the swing frame, I should say. Built that today. And she's hanging out in the graveyard. Got a red light on her. And in the back, I put a big green floodlight. The camera doesn't really catch the amount of lighted up it is, but the whole back is lit up with green, and it looks really good off camera. And then I picked purple for in here. I think I'm gonna keep it like that with all the candles. And these are all the same candle. There's different heights of them. I found a pack of them on Amazon. They have a remote, so you just come out here and turn them on. They got a 2-hour, a 4-hour, a 6-hour, and an 8-hour timer. At least I think that's what it is. I think, yeah, something like that. Bunch of different modes. They have a candle mode, and then they have a steady on mode. And then you can barely see it, which is kind of sad right now. But there is, yeah, I don't know if you can see that. Give me 1 second. All right, so you can still barely see it on camera, but this is Rob. Rob is a standing prop that we built quite a few years ago, and he keeps changing every year. Before he was about 7 feet tall. Now he's about, I would say, almost 9 feet tall. He's built out of a A-frame ladder, sheets, and poo noodles, and a upside down trick-or-treat bucket for his head. And then he is holding a actual oil lamp that you can barely see. I'm sorry for the lighting. I need to put a light on him, but he is there. So I have this light on him right now, but it's, I don't know, we can bring it closer. Let's see if that does anything. There we go. That lights him up a little bit better. I need to figure out lighting because I don't like the reflection off of his head. So that's going to be tricky. I'm not sure what I'll do with that. But we actually light that oil lamp. I just need to get some oil for it. And then I guess we're walking around in the graveyard now. But we got the candles with the purple gravestone. They're not actually purple, but you know, purple light on them. Got that one. That one says RIP. And I got some green lights on the scarecrow there. And the disc golf basket apparently. And then this is probably my favorite. This is my skeleton sacrifice. This idea came from My Flippin' Life. So thank you to him for making his, because if he didn't make his, then I wouldn't have made this. And I kind of go through how I did it. So there is a 4x4 post for the back, or the main base piece. We built a holder, I guess. I don't really know what to call it. But that thing that's holding it in the ground. That's got like, I want to say it's probably like a 20-inch spike on the bottom of it that's going down into the ground. But we welded that up. And then the top piece is 2x4s that are screwed to the 4x4 post. And then just a regular old skeleton. And then we did a bunch of work to it to make it look like a decaying body, which is always good, you know. And then I used some rope and that's just aesthetic. That's not actually holding it on there. It's held on with zip ties and such. But there it is. There's another rope down there. But he's pretty great. I would like to get an orange light on him. Let me actually see if I can get this light to change orange. There we go. So I got one red, oh, that's not what I wanted. And okay, one orange. One red, one orange. So that should make it, I guess, like a bright red. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that one a lot. And then I went over the wood with a weed burner torch to make it look burnt. I would still like to do some more work to it. I want to put some maybe corn stalks behind it. Not sure. I would like to put corn stalks behind him. Let's check him out a little bit. So this is a Big Lots, if anyone knows what that is, or was. They went out of business. But this is a Big Lots prop. This was my first animatronic ever. And now it's a standing prop because the mechanism broke. But he's pretty cool. He's, I would say, 5 feet tall, maybe just over 5 feet. So he's not super tall, but I think he's pretty great. We actually got him at the end of the year for $8. And you didn't mishear that. That is literally $8. But for $8, I think that was a win for sure. And I got these two lights shining up on him. But yeah, that is that. And then over there on the tree, that is going to be another project that we'll probably do next weekend. So let's go back out to the front so you can get a look at the whole thing. All right, so here we are out at the road looking at the whole thing. And some of this I would like to light up a little bit better. But I love the purple with the candles. That looks so good. And this is from the road, so this is what you see. You can see the swing girl in there. That is so freaky. And then there we go. And we even have, I don't think I actually said much about this, but we have the hangman corpse out here, lit up better, way better than it was before. Yeah, I'll give you a little look at these candles. I think they're super sweet. But there we go. That is another haunt update. That is going to be number 6, I believe. Slowly but surely working through setting everything up. This weekend we did a ton, as you can see, from the change from update 5. But yep, got a ton done and still a bunch more to go. And of course I will be having you guys come along for the journey of setting all this up. And hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. And see you next time. Happy haunting.